Big Ten clash. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the USC Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. Out to the 25. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Left side, it's Bowman. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing crow routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got the cannon.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Turning it on. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama!
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. There he goes. He's at the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too, getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Rushes on. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Fourth and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Russell dumps it to the back. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David.
Makes the catch and he's free. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Trojans, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jordan. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff again. Touchdown Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The quick out. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Just smothered on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Keelan Russell can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. To throw, it's Maiava. Right side, it's Mosley. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Out wide left, it's Mosley. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Straight ahead, it's Jordan. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Making the adjustment. Scanning the field, it's Maiava. They're all over him. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the left. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Dropping back, it's Mayava. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Punt is in the air. Trying to make one miss. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the 3rd possession is the charm. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Send the tight end in motion. From the gun, it's Riley. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
2nd and long here. Throwing Russell. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Russell. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. To the air, it's Russell. Left side, it's Rodgers. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go play action with Russell. Heaves it deep. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better, though.
Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. They're down to one timeout left in the half. They'll need a bunch on second down. The give. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
This home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Now here's Russell. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside, it's Jordan. Still on his feet at the 40. At the 45, on his way. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, USC. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. Rides to the back. There he goes. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Gives it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Keelan Russell. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. He'll pull it down and run. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Russell on play action. Fires on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away. They were able to do that there.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Throwing Russell. Makes a grab. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. Looking for room straight ahead. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. They kept that drive alive, but still ground to cover here on 1st down.
Well, they get the 1st down, going for it on 4th and 1, and
he's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. They go play action with Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Gets rid of it. He had his man open that time, just a little too much heat on that pass, and he got it out in front of him.
And it's tough to tell when you need to throw that bullet in there or when you need to lob it in there and put a little bit more air on it. That time you could tell just need to put a little bit more air underneath that throw.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Again, it's Russell. Quickly complete. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They want to run this quarterback. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Right down the boulevard. It's good. The lead down to just 3, 20-17. And that'll bring us to the end of the 1st half as we head to the studio for halftime. He'll put toe to leather and get this 2nd half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. comes that Alabama offense. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Russell on play action. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Good job just to get rid of that one.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They go play action with Russell. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Goes high to pull it in.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Right side, it's Edwards. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Russell on play action. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week, you got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Now here's Russell. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
It's 3rd and goal, and a long way from the end zone. Russell. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
And the defense comes up with a good stop. And here's the thing, great job, great rush integrity, making sure they didn't let him scramble around, make a big play. Now down by 3, your decision, try to kick it or maybe force it and try to go for it.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Touchdown, Crimson Tide. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Throws to the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Second and long here. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Fires to the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Anderson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Punt is on its way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards. He's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had it much better field position this time around. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Keelan Russell. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Now here's Russell. He's got it. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go play action with Russell. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing Russell. Makes the grab on the left. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give them a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the third down very manageable.
Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. Going to the run, it's Hill. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Russell looking for the score. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown tie. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Maiava. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. Looking to throw for it. Turns it upfield. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Second down, gonna throw it. Throwing right. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, the next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He wants to go deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Here he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Drops back. It's Maiava. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tide ready to roll on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Keeps it looking for room. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Russell quickly out to the tight end. Alabama will get the first down.
Well, and they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fella with a nice catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hill. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Turning it on. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Handed to the back. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on second down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Trying to establish the run. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The run inside. It's Riley. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Whistle blows. Clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Points to stretch the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Maiava. Finds his big tight end. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
These 2-minute situations are what every quarterback dreams of, right? It doesn't matter what's happened in the game up to this point. You've got a situation, you've got an opportunity now where you can drive your offense down the field, down by 1 score late in the game, and score a touchdown to steal this thing and win it. This is what playing the position is all about.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
That is exactly what this offense needed. The clock's winding down. You got to make a play. You go to your big play wide receiver. He chews up some yards. This offense is in a great spot.
Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And that's a missed opportunity by the offense here late in the game in the 4th quarter. I know that's a 50-50 ball, but I think that's one that the receiver really should have come up with. He drops it, and as a result, they miss an opportunity at an explosive play.
Long way to go on 2nd down. He's changing the play. Hits inside. It's Jordan. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield. It's Maiava. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing They need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Just one moment and all of a sudden the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to throw, it's Maiava. Grabs it in the middle. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.